So, the first thing is to understand the cash flow volatility of the poor people. Then the prevalence of M-transfer services to smoothen consumption expenditure, right? And then finally, how to increase adoption and use of M-transfer services in this case specifically. Just to give a very brief sort of a theoretical justification or logic for this is we're looking at people with irregular income streams. You know, people who have work some days, don't have work the other days, and surpluses perhaps half the day and deficits the rest of the day.
50% of the posts and searches come in through the WAP avenue, 25% through the SMS avenue, 20% from IVR, and 5% through web browsing. So you can see that it is, even though it's usually looked at as a service which is for the bottom of the pyramid of development goals and so on and so forth, it actually is serving the higher income groups as well, who are using it through WAP as well as internet.
There are quite a number of my Gamma members in Thailand, but it seems that there are not so many players who will join and who will join BuzzCity at network. When I look at the factors, what determine the success of the BuzzCity so far in Thailand, the number one factor is technology. BuzzCity has developed its own ad optimization and targeting technology to support advertiser and publisher worldwide at the same time, and that to target the right consumer and maximize the BuzzCity revenue.
We talked a little bit earlier, Indian value-added service providers complain about the share of revenue that the mobile operators want to keep, sometimes as high as 60–70%, occasionally negotiated down to 40%, whereas in countries like Thailand it seems to be the other way around. Would you talk about your experience in India and explain your application?
So I guess we started at the other end of the spectrum, which is to start with bringing mobile internet and true value internet, where we had, let's say, a search engine on high-end mobile, the Windows mobile phones, and this was 4 years ago. And let's say we burnt our fingers because while we had a fantastic application, the user adoption because of data charges, accessibility to affordable handsets, etc., was just not there.